One man has traveled thousands of miles to preach in Odessa. He hails from Kazakhstan. Hannah Brock met with him this afternoon. Hannah?
Well, Misha Shakurov says his journey to Odessa is decades in the making, even if he didn't realize it in the 90s. It may seem like Misha Shakurov's journey from Kazakhstan to Odessa started about a year ago, but it actually started in 1995. That's when Shakurov met Texan missionaries Randy and Sandra Green.
And I was invited as a translator to translate some Bible studies. And at the moment I was searching, I was looking for answers, just different things in life and meaning of life. If there was a God, and if there was a God, then what is he like?
Randy Green became like a father to Shakurov, and in 2001, he followed him to Almaty, Kazakhstan, to start another church. Throughout, Shakurov devoted his time to preaching. When the Greens returned to the U.S., Shakurov continued to run the church in Kazakhstan. 22 years later, on a Florida trip with Green, Shakurov heard about Odessa's New Life Church. Tim Halstead received a call from his friend Randy Green soon after.
A couple years ago, I told our shepherds that I was ready to retire, so we started this process of who's going to replace me. And that's taken us in several different directions. We never expected it to take us halfway around the world to Kazakhstan, but that's exactly what God decided to do.
And this story has too many coincidences for church members to chalk it up to anything other than their faith. Heading up the search committee was Lori Wood. Once she met Shakurov, the full circle moment dawned on them. Wood's parents had helped to fund the Greens' 1995 trip to Russia.
Almost 3 decades later, I end up here meeting Lori, whose parents participating and helped send missionaries so that I would become a Christian. I mean, I think that's just an amazing thing.
And Wood says she's excited for the church's new beginning. Shakurov brings new perspective from Kazakhstan, where he wasn't allowed to practice religion outside of the church.
To see someone who's really lived through some oppression because of their faith, and now they're here and free to talk about it whenever they want.
Shakurov brings his wife and 2 of his 4 children to the U.S. He says it's the people he met in Odessa on his trip here that drew his family to the area.
There was something special about the people here. The warmth and the love that we experienced.
The Shakurov family arrived 2 weeks ago, and the church encourages Odessa to come and meet him. For CBS 7 First Alert News, I'm Hannah Brock.